everybody. Welcome back to another episode of 1025. It's Sports Comeback Week, and I want to talk with you a little bit today about the game of golf. Actually, in the midst of the COVID restrictions, one of the areas that was lifted first by the governor was opening our golf courses. And I'm not sure if you've had a chance to get out, but we've had some gorgeous days to get out golfing. I remember all the way back to my childhood loving the game of golf. In my backyard growing up, we built a golf course. Okay, albeit it was just a couple of holes, neither of them longer than 100, 150 yards, but we mowed down the green, we put a cup in and a flag stick. And I remember many days where we would go out there with our 5-iron and our putter and we'd play the game of golf. I also remember watching many of the tournaments on TV. And here's the interesting thing about golf. You can be one of the highest ranked golfers in the world and yet still struggle in a particular tournament. On the other hand, you can be one of the lower ranked golfers in the world and you can shoot a great score. So I want to share with you the story of a great comeback in the game of golf. Back in 1999, the number one golfer in the world was my favorite golfer, and maybe many of yours as well, Tiger Woods. And Tiger was known for his red polo shirts that he wore every championship round that Sunday. It screamed confidence. And yet, Tiger's number one competitor at this time was a golfer by the name of David Duval. Duval rose quickly through the ranks and in 1999 actually overtook Tiger as the number one golfer in the world. There was even one particular round where Duval shot a 59. Incredible. I mean, I'm usually pretty happy to break 100 in the game of golf, but to shoot a 59, there's only a few people who have ever done that. And yet, in the years that followed, Duval began to drop off. By 2004, he was ranked 434th in the world. He only made the cut in one of the tournaments that he entered, and he won a whopping $7,630. His career seemed to be over. And as opposed to that 59 over 18 holes, there was one particular hole where Duval shot a 14. Reminds me of taking my dad out golfing when we were teenagers, and I think seriously every hole my dad shot a 14. 14 is pathetic. That's the level to which Duval dropped. And there were reasons for that. His struggles with vertigo, a slip vertebrae, personal issues away from the game of golf that made it all a struggle. And yet in 2009, Duval made a comeback. He was ranked 882nd in the world at the time. But entering the US Open, he nearly won it all, finishing second. So what enabled Duval to make this comeback? When he was asked that question, he gave one word in response. He said confidence. He lost his confidence. And yet when he refound it, he believed that he was one of the best golfers in the world, and he went out there and he played like it. I think the same thing is true from our Christian lives. It's confidence that enables us to make a comeback. But it's not our confidence in ourselves. It's our confidence in God, the God who is at work in us and through us. And so let me just ask you, do you have that confidence right now? Have you placed your trust in God? Do you believe that He can work in you and through you? There are times in the Gospels where people come to Jesus and they say, if you can. And Jesus responds by saying, what? If I can. No. I can and I am willing. It's the difference between can and can't. Some of you have a can't mentality right now. God offers you a can mentality. It's the confidence that you need to make a comeback. It's that confidence that the Apostle Paul speaks of in Philippians 1 verse 6, where he says, "And being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will bring it to completion in the day of our Lord Jesus Christ." Where's your confidence level at right now? Are you on the bottom? Or are you at the top of your game? Wherever you're at, put your trust in God. Be confident in Him, and He will work in you and through you. Thanks for joining us this week. I'll see you again next time.